One voice says, wait. Another says, go. One calls you forward in faith. Another traps you in fear. And every decision you make shapes the path ahead. But here's the question. How do you know which voice is truly God's? Because sometimes the loudest voice in your head isn't the one that loves you most. God still speaks, clearly, personally, and purposefully, but His voice carries a peace, a purity, and a power that your own thoughts can't produce. The Holy Spirit doesn't compete for attention. He confirms truth through stillness. And today, we'll uncover 3 biblical ways to know when it's God speaking and when it's just the echo of your own heart. 1. God's voice always aligns with His Word. The Spirit and the Scriptures speak in perfect harmony. When the Holy Spirit guides you, He doesn't invent new truth. He reminds you of what Jesus already said. If a thought pulls you away from humility, purity, or obedience, it's not from Him. The more you study the Word, the more familiar His tone becomes, like recognizing the voice of someone you love. 2. God's voice brings peace, not panic. Your own thoughts often rush you, but God's voice never pressures. It guides. The enemy pushes with fear. The flesh demands control, but the Spirit leads with peace. Even when God calls you into hard obedience, His peace stays present in the storm. That peace isn't the absence of noise. It's the presence of certainty that God is near. 3. God's voice produces obedience, not just emotion. Your emotions might inspire you for a moment, but God's voice transforms your direction. When He speaks, it leads to action, not just a feeling. His words carry conviction, not condemnation. He draws you closer to Himself, not deeper into self-doubt. And wherever His voice leads, the fruit of His Spirit, love, joy, peace, and humility, always follows. Maybe lately God's voice has felt distant. You've prayed, waited, and wondered if He's gone silent. But the truth is, He never stops speaking. Sometimes His voice isn't hidden, it's just quiet. You hear Him best when you stop trying to control the volume. When your heart grows still, His whisper becomes undeniable. That's why the enemy attacks your peace, because a restless heart can't hear a gentle God. Jesus said, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." Today, ask Him to tune your heart to heaven's frequency. Say, "Lord, silence every voice that isn't yours, and teach me to know the sound of your Spirit," because when you learn to recognize the shepherd's whisper, you'll never mistake your thoughts for His again. If this message spoke to you, subscribe, and let's keep walking together in His truth.